Okay, so healing, let's just leave it here, because today we're talking about how our energy affects what we attract. So today I wanted to really get to have you understand how your feminine essence and your attachment style and what you're attracting is playing a factor here. Okay, and being able to understand that you can heal your attachment style 100%, ladies. That's what I did. Yes, you can heal your attachment styles. Oh, hold on, you guys, my computer here. Okay, hey, Mark. But yes, you can heal your attachment styles and you can just move on. I know. Yes. Okay, all right. Okay, hey, Mark, can you do me a quick little favor? Just got to get on my notes over here on the right side. Okay, so I hope that was about your attachment styles. I truly hope that was interesting for you, knowing that there is a shift. Okay, so how does what I just talked about, the attachment style, also play into unleashing, like truly unleashing and embodying your feminine essence? So it's kind of like, okay, so I'm noticing, so let's say for an example, in yesterday and today, you are starting to get a different awareness and you're like, I'm noticing, yeah, I didn't really understand that, that I could be more in my masculine energy, and no wonder that I'm not attracting men that are looking for a feminine essence woman. Because remember, a masculine man is not going to be attracted to another masculine. It's just not going to happen. Just like a feminine is not attracted to a feminine needs masculine, a masculine needs feminine. It's energies. We talked about that yesterday. So then what is the problem? So what's the problem? What is the problem in the sense of truly like embodying our feminine essence so we can now shift and start attracting what we want and start having men actually chase you and start having fun and find your person in the most juiciest, fun way. Like, doesn't that sound amazing? I know. Okay, so what is it? So what I've noticed is women today, for real, women today are overthinking. It's a lot of thinking, you guys. I talked to you this about yesterday. We're overthinking, we're overdoing, we're overworking, we're overthinking. It's actually like it's endless. It's an endless cycle. Ladies, listen. This is the majority of us. It's almost an endless cycle of just hustling and burning out. And when we are hustling and we're doing and we're going and going, remember I talked to you yesterday, we are actually in our masculine because we're just going and going and going and doing and doing and doing. And that is the energy that we are actually presenting to the world. And then what happens? What happens when we're like that? Well, I don't know about you, but I know about me when I was in that phase of not understanding this and really honestly the constant hustle and doing and really felt like, oh, the more you do, the more successful, the more happy you're going to be. That's a big bunch of bull. That's not true. That's not true. The more I did and the more successful I was and the more money I was making, it wasn't making me happier because I was still like, why can't I find me a good man? You know what I mean? Like, seriously, like that's what it wasn't for me. Yes, of course I want to be successful. Yes, of course I wanted to make money. Yes, of course, that's how I've been. I've been an ambitious woman. I've been a hardworking woman that really wanted more. And I wanted to do that. And I wanted to provide for myself and my children and my family, myself. And I got there, but I still was like, okay, this is not fun, especially if I'm still dealing with the guys that I'm dealing with. So how was I able to unleash and shift? And I'll tell you that. Hold on right now. Because what happened was there was too much tension in the body. Because when you're up in the head, you actually hold on to this tension, and the body literally, ladies, listen to me. The body literally keeps score. Yes. And that's why, women are so disconnected to their bodies. I know. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's okay. But when you're so disconnected to your bodies, and I wrote this down because I want to make sure that I give you guys this information. When you're so connected to your bodies and you're living in your head, okay, you're living in your head, and you have that constant masculine energy, that is going to keep you stuck. Yes, that is going to keep you on the hamster wheel. That's going to keep you doing the things over and over, thinking that you're doing them differently, not always feeling that confusedness, is because you're not allowing yourself to feel. Okay, I'm going to talk about that. So what is the solution here, right? Okay, so if we're in our masculine and we're not allowing ourselves to feel, what is the solution here? The solution is actually getting out of your head, getting into the body, getting into the body. Because so many women, tell me if you can relate to this. So many women, they actually can't really feel anymore. Remember, I talked about that. Like a lot of women are, you're like, how do you feel? What's going on? How are you feeling? A lot of women are like, I'm not sure. They're in apathy. They're like, I don't know, I'm mad, I'm upset. No, how do you feel? Your body, like what's going on? Because once they notice, once they start feeling, once they have to get into reality of certain things, they stop. It's almost like they feel like it's too scary. Like, oh no, I don't want to have to think that. I don't want to have to go through that. And then when you're not allowing yourself, ladies, let me say something to you. This is the shift. When you're not allowing yourselves to feel and go through what you need to go through, then you use other mechanisms to cover that up anyway. You use other mechanisms. That's when we get like more addicted to sex, drugs, alcohol, overeating, because we're avoiding going in. We're avoiding really getting real with ourselves. And the reason why we're avoiding that, and the reason why, is because we don't have the tools to really be able to do that in a way that it's going to be fine. Because when you go through that, when you're able to release that feminine essence, things start to shift. And that's why, like, seriously, that's why I have a tool that I work with. I have a tool that I work with my ladies, my clients, and it is truly the feminine release system. It allows you to honestly, truly have this feminine release to be able to shift that energy, because I know it's important. Because I know that women need to get back into feeling again, being in flow, attracting different energy. And when we, and actually, let me just say this because I didn't want to forget this part. Actually, Medallia, use myself. Yeah. The feminine essence release that I did is something I actually did myself. It's something that I had to do myself. And not only myself, with my clients, because you get to learn honestly how to truly start learning how to shift and get out of your head and in your body and in touch with your feelings again, in touch with your feelings and your sensations. You know what happens? Everything starts to transform. It does. Everything starts to transform when you get back in touch with your feelings and out of your head, and you learn a different way about yourself. And I always say you get to come back home. You get to come back home. You get to come back from what it was in the beginning, when you were a little girl, and when you're able to be free and have fun. And when we do this, and we learn how to, how would I say this? When we actually connect ourselves back to our bodies, hear me out, like hear me out. When we learn how to connect ourselves back to our bodies, this is the shift, I promise you, that starts happening.